Great at Work by Morten Hansen. You want to excel at work without burning out, to achieve more while doing less. It's not about working harder or longer, it's about working smarter. This isn't just another cliche, it's a proven approach backed by research and experience. Morten Hansen, a renowned management professor, reveals the 7 powerful practices of top performers. Practices that will redefine how you approach your career and your time. Whether it's focusing deeply on fewer tasks, redesigning your work for greater value, or mastering deliberate learning loops, these strategies will transform your performance and your well-being. Forget the myth that long hours equal success. Success comes from clarity, purpose, and a sharp focus on what truly matters. Hansen's insights will show you how to excel in your role, inspire others, and find balance, all while delivering exceptional results. This is not about working more. It's about working better, and the results will speak for themselves. Lesson 1. Do less, then obsess. The myth of doing more to achieve more is a trap that many fall into. Spreading yourself too thin leads to shallow results and burnout. Morten Hansen highlights, top performers narrow their scope, master fewer things, and channel all their energy into excelling at them. By scattering focus, you compromise depth and quality. Picture this. When you try to juggle 10 balls, you're more likely to drop them all than if you focused on mastering just 3. Excellence is about depth over breadth. How do you apply this? Start by ruthlessly prioritizing. Use Occam's razor. As few as you can, as many as you must. Discuss priorities with your boss or team to ensure alignment. For instance, if you're overwhelmed with tasks at work, sit down with your manager to identify the top 3 deliverables that will have the greatest impact. Next, eliminate distractions. Tie yourself to the mast, much like Odysseus. Block out notifications, carve out focus time, and protect your most productive hours. Set specific blocks of time where you commit to deep work without interruptions and make sure everyone knows you're unavailable. Finally, commit fully to your chosen priorities. Obsession isn't just about passion, it's about disciplined effort over time. When you zero in on what truly matters, you'll create results that leave a lasting impact. Whether you're launching a project, solving a complex problem, or mastering a skill, this principle is your foundation for extraordinary performance. Lesson 2. Redesign your work. To achieve exceptional results, you need to rethink how you work. Greg Green's transformation of Clintondale High School illustrates this beautifully. By flipping classrooms and putting lectures online, he solved critical student engagement issues. Hansen states, a great redesign delivers more value for the same amount of effort. Start by evaluating the impact of your work on others. This is the outside-in approach. Ask yourself, what are the pain points your team or clients face? Addressing these pain points generates immense value. For example, if a colleague's workflow relies on a report you provide, redesign that report to make their job easier. Perhaps you automate parts of it, simplify the layout, or add visuals to make the data clearer. Use the Archimedes lever. Find small changes that create significant results. A marketing professional might use data analytics tools to streamline campaign performance reports, saving hours while delivering sharper insights. Automating repetitive tasks, streamlining communication channels, or reallocating your time to high-impact activities can completely transform your output. Redesign isn't a one-off exercise, it's a mindset. Continuously seek opportunities to improve. Identify pain points, those tedious, recurring inefficiencies, and tackle them. Small shifts compound over time, yielding exponential rewards. As Hansen emphasizes, don't just work harder, redesign smarter. It's about aligning effort with meaningful impact. Lesson 3. Don't just learn, loop. Learning without feedback or refinement is incomplete. Hansen introduces the concept of the learning loop, a process where you measure, iterate, and refine continuously. He emphasizes, Mastery isn't achieved by repetition alone, but by deliberate practice informed by feedback. Consider Dan McLaughlin, who transformed from a photography professional to a near golf pro by breaking down every swing and refining it with precision. How do you implement this? First, break your skills into micro behaviors, small, actionable steps, and practice them consistently. For instance, if you're learning public speaking, focus 1 week on vocal variety, the next on body language, and another on timing. Use the crave the 15 tactic. Dedicate 15 minutes daily to focus on a single skill. Feedback is essential. Seek it actively from trusted sources. If you're presenting in meetings, ask colleagues for specific feedback on clarity, engagement, and structure. Avoid vague comments like "good job" and push for specifics. Growth often involves setbacks, so embrace the dippy. Progress isn't linear, but persistence pays off. Through learning loops, you'll move closer to mastery with each iteration. And remember, improvement is not about perfection. It's about consistent effort that compounds into expertise. Lesson 4. Passion and purpose. Passion and purpose are the two forces that drive extraordinary performance. Hansen explains, passion is doing what you love. Purpose is contributing meaningfully to others. Aligning these forces unlocks unparalleled energy and focus. Start by finding purpose in your current role. Shift from "what am I doing?" to "who benefits from my work?" For example, a healthcare professional might focus on the well-being of patients rather than just the tasks of the day. Climb the purpose pyramid, from creating value to finding personal meaning to embracing a broader mission. If you're in customer service, think about the lives you impact with every resolved issue, every kind word. Expand your passion by finding joy in your tasks, your growth, and your team's success. Reflect on moments when your work made a difference, however small. Those moments add up to fulfillment. Purpose adds depth to your passion. It transforms effort into fulfillment. When you blend these forces, every hour of work becomes a step toward not just success, but significance. Lesson 5. Forceful champions' ideas don't succeed on their own. They need champions. Hansen asserts, combine emotional inspiration with strategic grit. To inspire, evoke urgency and excitement. Paint a vivid picture of what's possible and what's at stake if action isn't taken. For instance, when proposing a new project, highlight both the opportunities it creates and the risks of inaction. Use visuals, photos, demos, or prototypes to make your vision tangible. Inspiration alone isn't enough. You need grit to overcome resistance. Empathize with skeptics. Understand their concerns and address them. If you're proposing a cost-saving initiative, anticipate questions about quality and be ready with evidence to reassure stakeholders. Sometimes turning critics into allies or co-opting them is the best strategy. Mobilize a coalition. Don't carry the weight of advocacy alone. Whether you're rallying your team for a stretch goal or pitching to leadership, the combination of inspiration and grit ensures that your ideas don't just survive, they thrive. And remember, every great idea starts with one champion willing to fight for it. Lesson 6. Fight and unite. High-performing teams thrive on two principles: open debate and unified execution. Hansen states, great teams fight to refine ideas, then unite to implement them. Healthy conflict is crucial. Encourage diverse perspectives, challenge assumptions, and create an environment where everyone feels safe to speak up. For example, in team meetings, invite the quiet voices to share their views. Sometimes they hold the most valuable insights. Ensure debates remain professional. Focus on ideas, not personalities. After the debate, unite behind the final decision. Commit fully, even if it wasn't your preferred outcome. If you've ever disagreed with a direction at work but gave it your all regardless, you've seen the power of unity. Ensure fairness in the process. Everyone's voice should be heard, and confront disruptive egos that derail progress. When teams fight productively and unite resolutely, they achieve extraordinary outcomes. As Hansen points out, conflict refines ideas. Unity drives execution. The synergy of both is what creates breakthrough results. Lesson 7. The two sins of collaboration. Collaboration is a double-edged sword. Too little leads to silos. Too much creates chaos. Hansen introduces disciplined collaboration, which ensures efforts are intentional and impactful. Start by calculating the collaboration premium, the net benefit after accounting for time and resources. For instance, before launching a cross-department project, assess whether the benefits justify the investment. Craft unifying goals that inspire, goals that transcend individual agendas and rally everyone around a shared purpose. A successful collaboration in product development, for example, may require balancing marketing's vision with engineering's feasibility. Reward results, not just activities. Focus on outcomes that matter. Allocate full resources to collaborative efforts. Half measures doom projects to failure. Finally, build trust. It's the foundation of effective collaboration. Be transparent, reliable, and consistent in delivering high-quality work. Disciplined collaboration multiplies impact without multiplying complexity. By applying these principles, your collaborative efforts will not only achieve their goals, but also strengthen team dynamics. Small changes, big results. Working smarter isn't about drastic overhauls, it's about consistent, focused improvements. Hansen reminds us, tiny changes can yield big results. Start with small steps. Prioritize ruthlessly. Seek actionable feedback and align your passion with purpose. With each step, you'll see performance improvements and greater fulfillment. This journey isn't just about excelling at work, it's about thriving in life. Great work leads to great living, and it all begins with one smart choice today. Thank you for listening to Great at Work by Morten T. Hansen.